we may need better legislation to ensure that local journalism has a fighting chance in a world being reshaped by AI. AI is already challenging how people access news, and too often it does so by scraping journalists' work without permission, payment or attribution. By serving up instant summaries of that material, AI risks becoming the main gateway between readers and local information, using content it did not create and preventing those who did create it from earning a living or building the trusted relationships that sustain local reporting. One of the biggest missteps we made at the start of the social media or the smartphone age was to blindly follow the tech companies into the brave new digital future they were creating without proper oversight or guardrails. Let us not make that same mistake with AI. The upcoming BBC Charter renewal is a real opportunity to look again at how the BBC can support rather than compete with local news. The BBC is a vital institution, and the local democracy reporting services shows the good it can do. But the move into local online news has created pressure for commercial services that rely on digital audiences to survive. And in rural areas like mine, resilience has to be part of the conversation. When the BBC begins to ask whether or not it is time to switch off digital broadcasting because digital connectivity is almost universal, I would invite them to visit places like Kane in my constituency, where residents are still waiting for FM radio to reach them, a technology first introduced by the BBC in the 1950s. Grassroots competition should not be feared. Many talented journalists who have faced redundancy are using platforms like Substack to genuinely build local alternatives. They will become the next generation of local media. Government has a procurement role too. Our advertising and procurement choices should reward those who are genuinely investing in local reporting. Yet that commitment is not always clear. Reach's recent redundancies, including a Stilling Observer reporter with nearly 30 years of experience, or STV's shocking plans for significant redundancies in the north of Scotland, show how fragile the ecosystem has become. Public money should support organisations that maintain real journalistic capacity, whether that is a long-standing local title rooted in its community or an experienced local journalist building a new platform. Chair, a healthy, sustainable and independent local media sector is not a luxury. It is part of the democratic infrastructure of our country. I welcome the Government's plans for a local media strategy, and I'd be grateful if the Minister could update us on how that work is developing. Because we should support local media and we should invest in it. If we lose it, we will miss it more than we can ever imagine.